What's up, guys? It's Dre. I have to make an emergency video here. You see by the title, right? I'm very pissed off right now. You see what the title says. Why most high ticket sales coaches are full of shit. They are. They're absolutely full of dog shit. Okay? How do I explain this game of social media to you guys? These high ticket sales coaches, closers, they're not closers anymore. Okay? They have their own offer where they teach you high ticket sales. So they are not closers themselves. They actually have closers working for them, and they're promising you that they're going to teach you how to become a closer. Let me ask you guys a very logical question. Would you guys rather learn from somebody who says they're a high ticket closer and are actively not one? Or would you guys rather learn from a guy who's in high ticket sales, on a real offer, closing a real offer, and showing you guys how it's done? Who would you guys rather learn from? Would you guys rather learn from the guy that's actively doing it or that's saying he's actively doing it, but he's not? He has closers working for his fucking company. Okay? That's a decision you guys have to make. And guys, let me tell you about me, right? I don't have this social media background. I just started social media fairly recently because one of my mentors told me I'm entertaining and I should start a personal brand. And yes, I can make money on the side mentoring people. So what's my background, right? What are my credentials, as a lot of people would say? What are your credentials? My credentials are when I was 18 years old, I was one of the only kids in my high school who did not want to go to college. I went to a private high school, all boys, a very popular high school. If you're from Jersey, you would know what it is. And I decided not to go to college. I was the only kid in my grade who decided not to go to college because I already knew it was a fucking scam. Everybody knows it's a scam, but I was the only one who had balls not to actually commit to a scam. I decided to work at UPS. I turned 18 and I was like, I'm eligible to work at UPS. And I tried some business models before. You can see on my Instagram story all the business models I tried before. So I was working at UPS during my night shifts and I would do day trading in the morning. I was actually in TJR's mentorship, right? I did the fucking trading with him every fucking morning. I was probably one of the first guys who actually joined his Discord. So I would trade with him in the mornings. I would tune in, watch him in the Discord, and then I would go to UPS at night. Nevertheless, I blew all my money trading, obviously, like everybody else does. And I was just stuck at UPS. I worked at UPS for a little bit. And I realized I was fucking sick of it. I always knew I was going to get out and I was destined for something bigger, but I was fucking just so sick of UPS, it sucked. So I decided to have a talk with my stepfather. He's pretty smart, I would say. I come up to him one evening and I'm like, yo, what should I do? I want to get the hell out of this. I actually want to get a job that's progressing me forward in life. Even if I'm not making money, I actually want to learn a skill that would set me up for life. And I was like, I like to talk to people and I like finance. And my stepfather looked me dead in the eyes and he said, dude, you literally live 45 minutes away from the financial capital of the world, Wall Street, right? He said, take a ferry there, talk to some people, see what you can make happen of your fucking life. So I put on my suit for my private school that I went to, looking really preppy, took the ferry, went to Wall Street, and you guys know the story from there. Eventually got hired in a sales/finance position. I worked there for a little bit, went to start my own firm. Then I met my friend whose offer I'm on currently, closing his offer. So that's my whole story, right? And I learned from some of the best people in the game. I literally learned from people who were working in Jordan Belfort's office. They were sitting all around me and I would listen to them. I would listen to them every single day and I would try to learn the best techniques, the best phrases. And I got some good knowledge. Eventually I started my own firm. I was making decent money. And then I got into high ticket sales. And high ticket sales, guys, was a brand new game. I thought I was going to be goated at high ticket sales. I thought I was going to close every fucking deal. I was like, listen, I work with these Wall Street guys. Like, put me in high ticket sales. Bro, this is light work. No, I was so wrong. It was just a whole different sales cycle because you're hopping on a Zoom call with somebody and you're asking for an upfront payment of X amount of dollars, $5,000, $8,000, $10,000. It's very hard to get someone in 1 hour to give you a credit card and put a lot of money down. And I was pretty good at it off rip, but I knew I could be a lot better. It was a whole different ballgame and I needed to study it. So eventually I got pretty good at it, right? It took me a couple of weeks to get the hang of it. And I was like, all right, bet I'm good. Now I'm at a point where I'm having multiple calls every single day. I'm going to pull up some of the deals that I've closed, actually. That way you guys know my numbers are fucking legit. Because nobody else is going to do this in space. Deals closed. Okay, I'm going to pull up a screenshot because Go High Level doesn't work on the phone. It doesn't show the numbers. So this is, whatever number is up here, this is how much revenue I've closed in the last, I'd say, 60 days. Okay? So I do this shit. I'm an actual closer for a high ticket offer, and I make decent money doing it. Okay, so I started my page to train young gentlemen around my age, right? 18, 19, 20, 21, up to 25, let's say, right? and I want to turn you guys into killers. I want to teach you guys how to do what I do, put you on a high ticket sales offer so you're making that commission and you're making that cheddar, right? Obviously, I charge a price for my service, and I don't have a set price, right? My mentorship is different for every single person I work with because some guys hop on with me and they say, yo, Dre, I only want to talk to you for 2 calls. And other guys are like, hey, I'm a complete beginner, Dre. You got to teach me everything A to Z. And I tell them, hey, we got to do at least 20 hours of training where every Zoom call is going to be an hour long. So I do one-on-one mentorship with you guys. If you guys are serious about getting into the high-ticket sales space, if you want to learn from somebody who's actively doing it, who's actively making a good income off of it, then you need to DM me on Instagram. I'm so serious about this. If you guys want to become killers, build a future for yourself, learn a valuable skill that's going to serve you for the rest of your fucking life, you need to DM me and I will teach you everything I know.